guess what? We live and we learn. Now we know.
Okay.
Now we know. And it's still so beautiful, but you guys, it was so beautiful before too.
Yeah.
But we did take pictures, so.
And
Oh,
we
that's
can, like,
unfortunate, but that's okay.
yeah.
I mean, I think we could just say it again.
Yeah. We're
Because I
like,
kind of want to know more about yours.
oh, okay.
Okay, so what we asked was, what was your favorite experience that you have lived in your life so far?
So I was sharing my recent experience when I had to do an MRI, so I needed to go into a machine. And for some reason, 2 years ago when I did that, I had no fears or anxiety or anything about that. So I was like, it's just a test. But this time, there's something happened in Kazakhstan, and I was watching a news about some like a crime. So those negative thoughts, I think they just captured my mind. And as soon as I came to MRI and the girl asked me, "Are you sure you're feeling good?" or something about it. So, and her question, I think, made me think, wait, do I need to think if I'm ready or not? Something like that. So I was like, am I ready? And I started doubting myself, and I was like, maybe I'm not. And then I was like,
Ooh,
oh,
that's
can I
doubts.
come? Can I come to another time? And she's like, yeah, sure. But then I was like, why would I want to come to another time? Am I not like completely capable of doing it now? So I came back to myself, and I was like, no, sure, let's try it. And then they gave me the button that I can actually press if I feel not good and I want to stop it. So then I took it, I got into, and I realized that for me to just like relax and be calm under this testing, because it's gonna be for 45 minutes. It's not like a 5-minute experience. So I just need to think about something that actually very pleasant to me. And then I thought of my recent trip to Almaty when I went over the mountains, and there was one moment that I just pictured in my mind when I was on a cable car, and there was such a silence. It's like beautiful harmony of everything.
So was this in last year? Last year?
Yeah.
Oh.
In November.
Okay.
Yeah, 2025. And then I just like started thinking about that moment, and I realized that I felt so happy. And then since I couldn't think that much about that moment because it was kind of short, and then my second thought, I'm like, wait, but what makes me actually like, where would I like, if someone would ask me, where do you want to be right now instead of this machine, and that will make me so like calm and relaxed. And I just thought of my kids, and I was like, oh, I just want to sleep next to my kids right now, hug them and sleep them, and that's it. I'll feel like so happy, so
And, like,
peaceful.
that was the best experience that you had.
And I realized that when you go to some certain like maybe stressful moments in your mind, you need to have that storage of little things, best moments that you have, and like you can just grab them and kind of like chew on them or like dwell in them, you know, in those
When you're
moments.
having like a bad day, just think about
Or like
things.
scary things. Yeah, and then I realized that I'm so happy because I have my kids all the time. So I can just dwell in that happiness and that peacefulness, kind of. So yeah, that was really fun for me. I realized this is it. I just need to have and make my everyday a beautiful day, like Dr. Daniel Amen. I really like the podcast with him when he says every morning we need to auto train our brain. So every time you wake up in the morning, like as Christians would say, you need to pray and be grateful to God and say, and he also Christian, and he says, just tell yourself this is gonna be a very great day. So it's a great day every day.
Yeah.
So just
All
grab.
the way that you think about it. Because
Yeah.
you could wake up and already set your mindset for the entire day. Maybe like you have a test and you're like, that's it. My day's gonna be bad. I just need to take this test. Boom, 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 boom. And only focus on the bad,
Yeah.
That
Or
already
you can
changes
underestimate all the good things in your life and focus. Like, let's say you had 10 moments in that day, and out of those 10, 9 were so good and 1 was so bad. A lot of people, they
Yeah.
actually focus the whole day and the whole energy, everything, and they just like go around this one negative thing.
yeah, they let one negative thing determine their whole
The whole
entire
day.
day, and then their
Yeah.
whole day becomes bad.
And same thing, if
it's
you're gonna
just-
take it,
it's
apply to
frustrating.
life. They
Yeah.
say my life is miserable. Why? You have never had anything good,
And
Like,
it
it's
happens. It
impossible.
happens to everyone. It's happened to me. It's probably happened to her before. But I think it's just something that you have to learn how to manage
Yeah.
and try to. Oh, this stinks a little.
The California.
But it's all in the perspective, is what we're trying to say. Is that you can look at life with such a brighter lens, and it's gonna. Your thoughts create your reality.
Yeah.
Your thoughts shape your reality.
And the way how you wanna, do you wanna focus your mind, your thoughts about things that you're grateful for, or about things that you're regretful for?
Yeah. And like I've said this to her before, but remember that color thing? It's like when you close your eyes, and like people have done this before. It's like a test.
Experiment.
It's like an experiment. So actually, you guys do it right now.
We're challenging you.
Yes. So close your eyes and look around your room and look at all the things that are red. So I want you to close your eyes and open them, and now only look at the red things and keep them in mind, like a list in your head. Doing it? Doing it? Okay, so now close your eyes again. And now name everything that in that room that was green. It's hard. It's hard because you are only focused on the red things, so you miss the green stuff. And so if you apply that to our life, it could be the red stuff are the negatives and the green stuff are the bad. Now open your eyes back up and see how many green things are in the room. Maybe there's a lot, maybe there's a little bit. But if there were some still, you miss those things. You overlook them because you're only focused on the red, which is negative things. So it's all in the perspective and how you see it. So if you only focus on the negative, you're gonna miss the positives in life. But if you focus on the positives, the negatives aren't going to affect you as much as they are.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So then the
it's
question
all about
for you, girl.
perspective.
Are we going
Yes.
back?
Yeah,
Turn
it's
it
probably
around.
it's so
Yeah.
beautiful. But oh, the lighting, it's okay.
So
Here, you want me to hold it?
so now the question is for Carol Kim.
Oh,
What was your
my favorite experience? So, before everything went into slow motion, I was talking about how, I mean, I only lived 17 years in my life, but there's just so many great things that have happened too. And I think the thing that makes these experiences great are my company, the people around me. And so I was also saying how, you know, people say it's not about the destination, but it's about the journey. But recently, I actually heard someone say that it's not about the destination, not about the journey, it's about the company. And that like clicked something in my head. And I was like, you know what? That is so true. Because as long as you're surrounded with the right people and great people, your day can just become so much better. They can energize you. And you know, like those type of people that literally drain you and like just take so much energy off of you, and you just feel so drained after hanging out with them. And it's just so annoying. But it's literally that. Think about it. Just think about it. If you were on a stranded island with someone that no, let me say this one first. If you were in Hawaii in the most beautiful Ritz-Carlton hotel, laying on the beach, but you were there with some person that you absolutely hate, absolutely just always talks negative, is so pessimistic about everything, is saying how like, oh my god, I'm hungry, oh my god, it's hot, like I feel so fat, things like that. Like imagine if you're in Hawaii with that type of person, like it's gonna ruin your whole entire Hawaii trip. That's terrible. But imagine if you're on a stranded island, but you were like with your bestest friends, and like with me and my friends and I, we can make anything a great experience. So if we were stranded on an island, we can have the most fun that we could ever have. Like even though you might think, oh, stranded island is so scary, you don't know what to do there, but you can make that experience great just because of the people that you're with. And that is just mind-boggling. Because it's all about your company. And so, oh, I sidetracked, but my
You explained your point.
yeah, but my best experience, that's why, was with the best people. And I think one of them was also while we were traveling for gymnastics. Oh, let's face this way. So while we were traveling for gymnastics, that experience really just, it was just such a great experience, nothing negative. Everyone was just having a good time because the people were just so great. And in Hong Kong, it was in Hong Kong, I think that was like my favorite most favorite experience. Just because I actually was close with these people when we traveled, because before I think it was close but not as close. If you know, you know. But now like we actually built a bond before we went to travel, and it was just so amazing. We had so much fun. And I remember just looking out, we went to next to the water, and you just look out and there's like the whole city and the water. What is that? Is that a rocket?
Maybe it's
It looks like a rocket, or maybe it's shooting stars. Oh, it's so fast.
it is a
Wow, that is so cool. Why is it so bright?
yeah, and it moves so fast.
It really is. Oh my god.
Maybe it's the egg.
That's insane. Anyways, what was I saying?
The Hong Kong.
Yeah, in Hong Kong, I was just looking out with everyone, of course. We were just all looking out into the city and just appreciating each other and the fact that we're all here. And it was just such a beautiful moment that whole trip was just, you feel free because there was no drama, no nothing. It was all pure, and I was just so happy. And there, like everything was so genuine. Every person was just authentically themselves, nothing fake. That was just beautiful.
Wow, now it's shaped like some interesting
What in
thing.
the world?
Wow, it looks like a fish. It looks like something else is moving.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's just such a beautiful day.
Yeah.
What? Wait, were we talking about? Oh no, we were already talking about perspective on this, right? That was already.
Yeah,
But-
and also, then we started talking before it got to slow motion. The best memory of your childhood,
Oh
or
yeah.
something that, like,
Right.
I don't know, that
Let me see if we can change it.
that can be on top of your mind.
So, oh yeah, in my childhood, I would also say that it was literally the company that made it good. Literally. Because obviously I'm so grateful that I was raised with such amazing parents who fully supported me and wherever I was, always looked after me, took care of me, and just wanted the best for me, that it was just such a great childhood experience because we would always travel, go to Disneyland like every day, go to Yosemite, go to San Diego, literally everywhere.
Las
and
Vegas
anything like,
competitions every year.
yeah,
Volunteering
gymnastics.
for 4 days in a row.
Yeah, and I just remember my childhood as always fun. It was never negative. Like I don't look back at it and think negatively about it, but I always just picture my childhood. I'm like, wow, that was the life. That was amazing.
And you said you like the mornings, right?
I did love the mornings when is just so lively downstairs, and you wake up to people laughing, and then the smell of coffee is just so great. And it just makes my morning because it feels like the house is alive. Whereas like you wake up and it's all like silent and dead, it's like yeah. But what about your childhood? I want to know.
I actually think that's the similar thing that I remember.
Okay.
So I really
Do you want to sit down?
that. Okay, we just decided to sit down. Much to speak. Continue.
Yes.
So for me, I would say I really like the time when my mom would cook something in the morning, and that smell of like either blinchiki or the pancakes, the fluffy pancakes, the aladushki. Yeah, those types of things. And my mom, she loved to sing.
Oh.
So along the way while she's cooking, she would sing the songs that. So when she was a little girl, like in her elementary school, they had such a program. Soviet Union was really big, so it included like 16 countries or 15. So then, every single country sent top students from elementary schools to one camp, which was in Croatia, like right now, Ukraine area next to the sea. So it was such a beautiful place, like a resort for Soviet Union. So they would send those kids to the camp, and I think they were living there for maybe 3 weeks, like for a long time. And when you come there, there's going to be people from Armenian Republic or Ukrainian, like Russian, Uzbekistan, every country inside of the Soviet Union. And these are the kids who are like top with grades, everything. So she said when she was in that camp, they would teach them a lot of songs, like very upbringing, like positive, like kind of like it's a beautiful day, something like that. It's very positive. Or like look like with the smile to your future, this type of like things, So I would wake up. I would wake up with the songs that actually remind you about the power of smile, happiness, joy. Just be grateful, and like this day, it's such a beautiful day, something like that. So that positive meaning of those words, plus with my mom singing it out loud while you can smell those like pancakes,
so
or like it's so nice. I would like wake up feeling that my mom is already there. She's preparing, thinking about you, and like it's just so much love that I could feel.
Yeah.
And it made my mornings like so fill. And also I think the other part that I would think about, it's like when we had the snow, because for me, every time anyone would ask me what's your favorite season, because we had 4 distinct seasons. Yeah, most of the people would say it's summer. But for me, it was winter, because I really love the sparkly winters when we had like
it's like magical.
It's like usually minus 35, but it's so cold, and like every single tree covered with like sparkles of ice. And when you come out, it's a sunny day, and it feels like everything is in glitter. It's like shimmering mornings.
Wow.
And I loved when you go and the snow is very crispy when it's like minus 25 Celsius, minus 35. It's like everything is crispy because it's like icy. So though that ice is like sparkles everywhere, and I felt like those mornings, I felt like I woke up in a fairy tale, or like some magical, beautiful country, or like a land, imagination land. And I would like dwell in those feelings, like, oh, I'm so happy, like so beautiful. My eyes would like enjoy, my eyes feel happy looking at it. And then every time we would go, my neighbor, she was like same age like me. I was so happy raising like next to each other. We were neighbors. And we would go out and we would have snow of like, I don't know, like it would be like 8 feet maybe. Like it was so high.
Oh,
especially
my
when you're
gosh.
so little, you look up and it's almost like a small building kind of.
But that's so interesting because Now in California, we have like no snow, girl.
Yeah. And then we would
Aw.
build spaceships. We called them spaceships.
gosh.
And we would run inside of these like hallways of snow. And it's like so tall that you can't even see where's your parents because they would just like kind of have that tunnels in the snow. And we would just play around, make the spaceship and running around. It's like a labyrinth basically out of snow.
Wow.
And it was just so happy for me. And every
That was,
time
like,
when I
peak
think about
childhood.
my childhood, yeah. And today, actually, I saw kind of like a short podcast of Michelle Obama with, I think, Stephen Bartlett.
Okay.
And she was with her brother, and she said that she was raised in a very poor area. They had a very small, like a one-bedroom house or like apartment. I don't know how to call it. It's like a probably like a house, but it's one bedroom. And in the bedroom, her parents were living there, and she and her brother shared the living room. So they were so poor, but in her mind, because her parents were so sophisticated, happy, and like
Yes.
they were raising them well, even though it's in the eyes of the society, it would be very poor family
Yeah.
and like miserable basically. But she felt like she was living in a castle. And now I
Exactly.
realized it's the same thing for me. Because when we went to Kazakhstan this time, most of my childhood, like I spent outside of the city, the downtown city of
Okay,
Karaganda.
yeah.
So it's kind of like a villages kind of area. But then it was beautiful because I would never think of my childhood very poor because I felt my reality in my brain, like my mindset of that childhood was so happy that I didn't really pay attention on the negative parts. Even though there were so many days we didn't have light, electricity, we had not the batteries, like not the heating system. We had
It was cold.
It's like a pitch kind
Oh,
of
a furnace?
furnace and the jekyo or me. Sometimes I
Yeah.
would need to bring coal to make it. So for other people, they would be like, "Wow, they're so poor. They didn't even have like centralized heating system or something like that." But for me, I didn't even think of that. So I
Yeah.
realized when today I was listening to Michelle, I was like, "Wow." And how many kids they live in a luxurious apartments. They have cars, everything,
yeah.
and they're so unhappy. They think in their minds they think they're so poor, you know. So it's not like it's not even what you have. It's actually how you feel about it,
How you
and how
interpret
you how you live in those circumstances.
perspective.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is so true.
that's so interesting. Yeah. And today, look at what is that?
I have no idea. Look at that. Wow, I don't even know.
You know, it looks like in Kazakh language, my name, Alia, will be like this. The A, it's written like that. It's kind of like E, but flipped down. And the opposite, the mirror
wow.
E. Yeah, we have that letter in Kazakh language. So my
And we're
name
just
is not
looking at
Alia,
it right
but
now.
Alia.
And we're looking at it right
And
now.
it actually looks like that.
Wow, what the heck?
It's so cool, guys. See, we
don't
need
know
to
what-
pay attention on the good things. Just believe it's because of you, because it's a sign from God. And He's just saying, you guys are so happy.
Yeah.
You're so blessed. And you're so blessed because you see that. You're
No, but it
watching
really
now.
is about perspective.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You
And the
can be
people,
living in
too.
the castle
Yeah.
and think that you are in a, I don't know, in the smallest shelter or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And be
And it's like the way how you use your experiences and how you interpret them. Because some people, they're dreaming of like so much money. They're chasing after money and success that they forget to live in the present moment where they are right now.
yeah.
So I also get that. And I think I needed that
Yeah,
too.
we need to cherish
Yeah.
every day. Be grateful for every experience that we have because we need to learn from it. We
Do this.
yeah. So
Wait, but it is better lighting,
Let
but
me
I
try
can't even.
stuff.
Yeah. I don't need. No, it's fine. But yeah, it's so dark, you guys.
Yeah.
This
now
is the
you
only
can.
lighting. But
But you can hear the
I
beauty
hope
of ocean.
this really motivated you to just
Yeah. We just wanted to say that no
Like-
matter where you live, the most important thing is how you think about it, like your mindset.
Yeah.
And just know that any circumstances, you can eventually switch it to the better ones.
yeah, no matter where you are,
It's not
can
the end
find
of
joy,
the. It's
yeah.
not the end
and
of the
things
world.
will get better. And it's just all about the way you interpret it. Maybe you're going through a tough time. Maybe you're going through a breakup or something. And at the moment it feels so terrible, but maybe it's
Betrayal.
yeah. You can feel sad, obviously, mad or angry at the other person, but maybe in the long run you needed this, and maybe it's something that you could learn from and take into your next relationship where it could be a lot more healthier and where you can grow. So
And
not
appreciate
everything
the
is
other one so much more.
yes. Yes. Maybe that relationship was bringing you down. Maybe this. Maybe. And usually when change happens, like big change happens, it's when you start thinking more about where you are in life and if you're satisfied, and like you start to change maybe some things that are actually going to benefit you. So, such as in our life too. Like when we moved to Kazakhstan, it was like this big change, but it also made me think in a bigger picture, because before it was always just like gymnastics school, sleep, gymnastics school, sleep, gymnastics school, sleep. But once you actually start living in a different country and things happen, change happens, it's like, wow, life is actually a lot more meaningful than just this circle of this cycle.
Yeah.
And it just like teaches you to cherish every moment, because then I started appreciating California even more. So now it's like, be appreciative in any circumstance and anywhere where you are, because you never know what can happen and when that could disappear. Because also a memory, like things just, you don't realize the meaning of things until it just becomes a memory, right?
Yeah.
Just like high school.
And I just wanna hope that we will learn from every experience
Yeah.
and be surrounded with the quality people.
Yes. Have the
Just-
right perspective.
And know that everything's gonna be all right. Sometimes we just need to wait.
Be
Or
patient.
people around us who you think betrayed you or did something. Sometimes I think, we don't even know what actually happened. And it might change. So hopefully it's gonna change for the better. Or if you will just find another quality people. Sometimes we were surrounded by the quantity and we thought
Oh,
that
yeah.
that's the best life. I have so
Yeah.
many friends. I have such a huge community.
But you might feel
And-
so empty
and
and
then-
lonely.
When something happens, all of that disappear and you feel like, what just happened? Like, where are they? Where
Yeah.
is that quantity of people?
But
And
not
then
quality.
you try to, after that you try to pay attention on the quality, and you realize that maybe there's not a lot, but there's so much great.
Yeah.
And the quality of relationships and everything, that you just invest your time, your energy, your days, your happiness into a good sources.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. And I'm just looking at this picture that I just pulled up just for us to have better lighting. And this says, what does it say? When God says wait, walk in his timing, align with his will, invest in his word, trust in his plan.
And what can we say?
Amen.
Man.
I don't know, that was so
Okay.
random because it just said wait. It says God says wait, and I'm like, wait, we're talking about patience here. And maybe you just need to wait. Time will pass.
Amen to that.
But yeah, this is our yap session.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I hope you guys took away something. And we must continue to walk our talk. to walk the walk.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.